We have a very interesting situation with regard to American drone policy and usage. You might remember that President Obama caught a lot of flack for his hawkishness, especially his willingness to use drones and to allow collateral damage in the use of those drones. And in fact, the constitutional fetishist right, along with many on the left, would regularly talk about how President Obama is violating the Constitution using drones in this scenario, in that scenario. And there are actually right wingers that still today, I know President Obama is no longer president. Still today, there are right wingers and Trumpists slamming Obama over his drone program. What has been less publicized is that Donald Trump has drastically scaled up use of drones during his just under 2 months in office so far. Since Donald Trump took office, he has authorized 36 drone strikes. That's more than one per day at the time that that data was measured. Overall, President Obama's average was one drone strike every 5.4 days. And on Trump's resume of drone usage, we already have three drone strikes in Yemen between January 20th and 22nd. That disastrous Navy SEAL raid in Yemen on January 28th, which is just part of his military action, not drone specifically. A drone strike in Pakistan on March 1st. 30 drone strikes in Yemen on March 2nd and 3rd, and another drone strike in Yemen on March 6th. And if you look online in the pro-Trump recesses of the internet, there have been memes floating around about President Obama's drone usage. There have been critiques floating around of President Obama's drone usage. Meanwhile, we see Donald Trump tracking a 432% drone use increase relative to President Obama. And this is number one concerning because you see those who said, hey, Obama's use was unconstitutional. We care about the Constitution. Now they're silent. But also because Trump campaigned on being more apprehensive and reluctant than other presidents to go to war and to use deadly force. He criticized Obama and Hillary Clinton for their readiness to use force abroad. He claimed that he always opposed the Iraq War. Wasn't actually true. He said he wouldn't have intervened in Libya in 2011. The truth is he went back and forth on that, but it doesn't matter. That's what he claimed. And he said that in general, he'd be more careful than other presidents in terms of engaging the military and spending money on combat. Looks like he's going back on that as well. And the White House is talking about, in addition to this drastic increase in drone usage, sending more ground troops to Syria, loosening the rules for engagement for airstrikes, upping our assistance to Syrian rebels. All the Trump supporters said during the election, Trump is more sensible when it comes to foreign policy. They said Trump is less militaristic. Hillary would start World War III, even though Hillary Clinton never campaigned on going to war with Russia or anything close to it. But we've seen military engagements increase drastically in the short time that Trump has been president. This, yet again, Pat, is more evidence that Donald Trump is going to end up being the neocon that his campaign claimed that he would not be.
It's kind of hard, though, to pin down Donald Trump when it comes to foreign policy. So at some points, he would say that we need a non interventionalist approach, kind of take on the Rand Paul style, as you mentioned. And then at other times, he would say that we need to bomb ISIS to no end and take out their families. So pick and choose there. But when it comes to the drone program, I think Republicans were right to criticize Obama on that. It was probably one of the worst parts of his legacy, and things like signature strikes and double taps killed countless civilians. The problem is they have to be consistent. So if it was bad when Obama did it, if Trump's doing it at a rate 4 to 5 times more so, then it's that much worse when he does it as well.
Trump promised fewer wars, but they were going to be better wars, the best wars, absolutely tremendous wars. It seems that actually the military action so far, like Pat pointed out, is drastically exceeding that of President Obama. It's the party of it's okay when we do it, but otherwise impeach the traitor if it's a Democrat who does it.